Hello, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh, and I am live. And you know, one of the things I have never understood is the level of hatred that I get, mostly from Sewergabbers, the evil website. And they also hate that I earn any money of any kind, whether it's donations, Coast to Coast AM, a live radio show, a live podcast where I ask for, you have to pay to watch me. I've never understood this level of hatred. What have I ever done to these people other than objecting to what they do? So, I don't get it. And then you have Billy Joe Mulgravey, Sewergab troll, who says that he decided that I would have a podcast where he would decide the ground rules and the terms, and if I cut people off and they would pay to talk to me for so many minutes, that I wouldn't get any money at all. Well, I hate to tell Billy Joe Mulgravey, Sewergab troll, but if I'm on a podcast that's paid, I decide the ground rules, not some troll from Belgab. So, I'm on early. Well, I'm on. Alright. Excuse me while I eat my peanut butter and jelly sandwich dinner. But I just can't handle another one of those TV dinners right now. So, I've been doing this a long time. Whether you donate to Alien Con or not, Curtis hasn't written me back. I was going to do live podcasts, and this troll, where you have to pay to call in, and this troll publishes my private email to him, like so many do on Sewergab, and puts out this long diatribe, which I don't even want to read. And earlier he said he had his problem with his kids and his wife, and he would donate at a future time, but only if he could dictate the terms. Well, Billy Joe Mulgravey, I dictate the terms. I'm the one that people watch. No one's watching you in Kansas City, are they? And he said 80% of my audience is Belgab. Well, I don't think that's the case. There are a lot of my friends online that have never even heard of Belgab, and when they've made the horrible mistake of going into that horrible website, they're horrified. They say these people are terrible. They never go back. And there are some that have never gone to Belgab, don't even know it exists. And they've talked to me online, they've thanked me for my videos, they've met me in person, they like my videos, they like me. Just like the lady at the post office. We were talking about allergies. She gave me 2 Claritin today because I was having a horrible day with my sinuses. And with the allergies. It was super windy, and the abandoned building next door, the weeds are 3 foot high, which is putting all that pollen in the air. So, So whatever people decide to do, that's fine. And then they also said I couldn't handle a live call-in show. Well, 2 shows on the end of the day's radio, I got sandbagged. It was full of trolls. But I did 2 shows with Curtis Thornton, and they did pretty well. The trolls did not take over the chat. I think one might have. I was pretty mad, but he said all in all it went pretty well. And I could do it. All I have to do is curb my temper. And if a troll calls in, well, thank you for calling. Sorry you're such a jerk. Have a good day or good afternoon or good evening. Bye-bye. And go click and move on to the next caller. And if I got 20 troll calls in a row, I get 20 troll calls. Meaning a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on sourdough bread. I had not gone to the hospital because during the night I had a major asthma attack. And I could not find Talkie. I don't know where he is. He was in here last night. But No, this isn't an alien. This is Godzilla with an iPod. Godzilla, the big G. Everybody thinks it's an alien. Or they think it's a dinosaur. You can see the dorsal spines up his back. It's got, and the long tail and the big legs. It is Godzilla. That's why I bought this. I'm a huge Godzilla fan. And everybody at the Apple store loves this shirt, and I can't get it anymore. I got it on eBay years ago, and one day it will fade and go away. Not an alien, Shamwell. It is Godzilla. If you were looking at this closely, he's got the whatever they are, earpods, earbuds. There you go. I couldn't think of the name. He's got the earbuds. He's got the iPod. And he's rocking to his music as he destroys Tokyo. So, here's the phone. Hold on. The hell is this? Hello? Hello? Who's calling? Why are you calling me? I sent you payments at the beginning of the month. $40. I've told them that already. You'll get another payment on the 1st. I only owe you $33 after this. Stop calling me. I sent a payment into my bank. You should have gotten it by now. Alright? Thank you. New catalog company called me about my payment that I already made. What do you mean you don't know what Godzilla is? How do you not know what Godzilla is? King of the Monsters, 1954. Toho Films. He destroys Tokyo. His friends destroy New York and London and Moscow and Paris and Los Angeles. They've made 2 crappy American Godzilla films. Where have you been for the last 75 years or something? I sent this catalog company $40 in the first. They called me twice. I'm going to have to call them tomorrow and say, hey, I sent you the payment. Once the bank takes out of my account, I don't know what they do with it. Not my responsibility. Yeah. Lots of Godzilla films. Godzilla versus Biollante, Godzilla on Monster Island, the crappy Godzilla versus King Kong, Godzilla versus Mothra, Godzilla versus Rodan or whoever, Destroy All Monsters, one of my favorites. I love Godzilla movies. No Tide Pod. I don't know what they got on Netflix. I don't do Netflix. I have Godzilla on Blu-ray. I'm not going to get up and show you, but I have at least 3 Godzilla movies on Blu-ray. So, but I did the video today, very short, of Margot Kidder dying. I got 14 dislikes. These people are obsessed with Mark. My dislikes far outweigh my likes. It's 90% generated by Sewergabbers. And then people like Billy Joe Mulgravey, Mega Troll. I send him a private email, he publishes on Sewergab and bitches about me. And then has the nerve to tell me to calm down. I'm perfectly calm right now. I've decided that tonight I'm not going to let the trolls bother me. They can do what they want. Screw them. Margot Kidder. But he's saying if I do a live podcast where people call in they've got to donate to talk to me, that if I cut them off, I shouldn't get the S word. Shouldn't get a dime. Screw him. He doesn't dictate the rules of the podcast. If the iOS software were up and running and I didn't have to pay for their premium pro from this one site, I've got everything set up, I just could have the money to pay for it, you'd be seeing me doing live video cast, pay-per-view. Everybody have to pay to watch. It'd be $5 or a monthly subscription. But they marked 14 dislikes on my video. Not because they probably dislike Margot Kidder, because it's my video. I did Tiny One. They marked it full of dislikes. Not Tiny One. Talkie One Live. My mother died. They marked dislike. Kathy's father and Kathy's cat died. They dislike everything because they're jerks. They're jagoffs. They're the A word. They're little tiny people with probably little tiny penises. And the only time they feel so important if they can cause havoc and damage and ruin their reputation and cause problems for somebody else. And another thing, the last video cast I did, turn off your studio lights. I have no studio lights. If you don't like the alien lights, don't watch. That's part of who I am. That's part of what I do. By the way, I'm working on getting a brand new shirt promoting this channel. So that will be the first of the month. Not Venus. Penis. Male equipment. Probably a little tiny one, maybe about an inch long. And that's when it's fully involved. Because the only way they feel important is to say, look at me, I'm a troll. Alright. Well, I don't think I look menacing. I'm just weak. Now, remember, I used to have these way in the background in the bedroom. When I get the bedroom cleaned up, they'll go back. I'll have to dig on my MacBook screen for the links. I'll put them in the description of this video. There's my menacing look. So you happy now? Best I'm gonna do. Menacing look. Give me a break. What the hell is that all about? Well, I have the guy from Pittsburgh shirt on Cafe Press. I have the Art Bell shirt on Spreadshirt. And the first of the month, I talked to the designer. He can do the design of another shirt for me, and that'll be on both sites for sale. The Cafe Press was designed for me to raise money for Alien Con, and I've sold about 4 shirts. I don't know if I've ever made the money. And the other site, the Art Bell, like the Obama, whatever the hell Obama said, the guy did it in England. This guy did it in England in the style of that. It's his bell. It's his bell on the bottom, and it's Art Bell's picture. I think I've sold about 6 of those, including one I bought. So, yeah, I have asthma. It got really hot in here. And about 4 in the morning, I was having real trouble breathing. So what I did, I did all 3 inhalers. I took an asthma pill. And then I did my nose treatment because I have a sinus infection that never goes away because I'm allergic to grass. And that's what was driving it. Once I did all that, I was fine after about half an hour. But I get these attacks from time to time. Oh! Really? Well, that's cool. They should have Crystal Gale host Midnight in the Desert. Get a lot of people calling in. That's what I would do. Aside from the fact she's very pretty, I like Crystal Gale's singing. Now, there was a picture of Obama. It said Hope. I remember now. This one has a picture of Art Bell, and it says Bell. I'm busy eating a sandwich right now, and I haven't had time to add the music because I did not sleep much last night. I spent most of the day sleeping. And I had not get to the hospital today because I was too damn sick to go to the hospital. I was really in bad shape all day because I was exhausted. Alright, let me see if I can get the music up here. But I've never understood why these people hate that I get donations. They hated my videos are on Coast to Coast, and I was getting paid for it. They hate my videos. They hate, I guess they hate me personally. Everything is hatred. And everything is con man, beat your girlfriend, lie, slander, whatever they say. Excuse me. Sourdough make me burp. And then I get other people writing me emails, you're a nice guy. Which I think I am. Most of the time. Except my temper gets riled. God, there's dust all over the place here. So, I like Skippy. I have Skippy, but unfortunately, I have creamy. I hate creamy peanut butter. I like chunky. And it is... Oh, here we go again. It is 75 in here. I've got the fan going. If you think that's too much noise, let me know. But I'm tired of roasting. So, alright, I clicked on iTunes. I don't know what's happening with iTunes. Hello. Oh, God. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Oh, dear. I have to find it. Hold on. I can't play. Alright. There we go. No, it's not a box fan. It is a giant circular fan. With a big clump of dust in it. Actually, 2 big clumps of dust. Official George Senda dusting. Gee, the Mandela effect. Is she stealing your stuff, Sapti? Stealing your content. How original. By the way, you ever wondered why Ask for donations. Go to these events. I looked at whatever the hell it is in the desert. The ticket for all weekend is $250. Now, most people, unless they got a big credit card, probably don't have $250 that's lying around their bank account. I can't remember I can never remember what the first part of that is. It's in Indian Wells, California, and it's where fairly major earthquake happened a while back when Nori was on the air, like a 5. It's way east of Los Angeles, out in the desert, at the Indian Wells Conference Center. So $250, and Linda Moulton Howe will be there, and George Norrie will be there, a whole bunch of people, and that's the 1st of June. And if I'd realized that, I would have gone to that rather than Alien Con, except that the only way to get there for me would be take the train and then take a bus. Because you can't go much, you go any further, you're going to like Barstow and Bakersfield and Needles, and out toward Vegas. It's out in the middle of nowhere. So, Alien Con ticket costs $350. Yeah, midnight in the desert. Well, you know. Alien Con silver tickets and gold tickets are sold out. This is why I made it this. Now, I've got another thing. I have put my Art Bell The Source book up for sale on eBay. $80 minimum. Buy it now, $120. If I can get 80, I have seen Art Bell autograph books, Art Bell and Brad Steiger books go for $400. If I get $80, that pays for most of the train fare. If I get the train fare, I'm going. I asked for donations to my PayPal account to pay for my hotel room and $20 for food. That's all I need. So, I don't know if they're selling on the black market or not. All I know is these tickets are very expensive. And how do you sell them on the black market? Because that doesn't make sense to me. You buy them off the ClickTix website, and you show up at the convention, you say, my name is Fred Smith, and you show your ID and they give you your badge. So how are you going to sell a ticket if you're not you're not part of the convention? That's a scam. You can't buy them. You can't get them except through Alien Con. So I think anybody who buys a ticket from somebody who claims to have their ticket is a fool. Fraught with fraud. No, I'm not going to sneak in through the back door. No, I saw no evidence. I attended the first Alien Con. I saw no evidence of that. It is a paranormal. I got to learn to stop squeezing my right hand, my left hand. It is a paranormal and alien themed convention with some elements of science fiction, and usually in the huckster room, the dealer's room. So, no, you know, that isn't fair to say he needs to get out more. Most people are not aware of UFO conventions. MUFON is going on in Philadelphia this month. There's a version of Alien Con going on in England next month. Eric Von Daniken will be there. Linda Moulton Howe is going from whatever it is in the desert to another convention the following weekend. She's one of the ones going from that one to another one. So she makes the circuit like a lot of these people do. We don't do drug references. Doesn't matter where you live. If you haven't heard of it, so no drug references in here. I don't do drugs. I'm tired of people bringing up drugs. So, I don't know. I don't know how many people attended. I'm sure they had attendance figures. All I know is I went there on Friday, and when I went there on Saturday, I think. And when I left, and I stayed overnight. No, I went. Wait a minute. When the hell did I go down there? Sunday? No, Saturday. And I stayed overnight or something. And all I know is that it was absolutely packed when I left. Every meeting room was full. They had to close down. They had to close the doors of the meeting rooms because they couldn't fit any more people in because of the fire marshal. And people were still lined up. I'd say 900 to 1,000 people waiting. And it's not going to be the madhouse like Comic Con is. I remember when Comic Con had only about 500 people back in 1970. The conventions were small. SF Con, the science fiction convention held at the Hilton at the airport in San Francisco Airport, had 750 people. WesterCons back then had 500 people. Now you've got 35 people attending the World Science Fiction, 35,000 people, sorry, attending the World Science Fiction Convention. These things are huge events. Once I get a car, I'm going to get a license. Kathy will go with me. We'll be driving to some of these events, and it will be a lot easier on me because I can crash in the back of the car if I have to, and then Kathy can go do something, and I'll check in the hotel for one night, along with Kathy, and Abram can sleep on the floor or something, or whoever. But Kathy's not in the paranormal. But just to attend the convention, this one, the minimum ticket, I think, was $89. These things are not cheap. Look, I haven't been to the doctor yet. I don't like drug talk in this channel. So, I don't care if the Midnight in the Desert thread surpasses mine, and mine is nothing full of lies, slander, and personal attacks. I don't care about that thread either. I don't care about Sewergab. Why you bring up Sewergab? No, you will not take Ratty Patty with me. Oh, God, my mouse is dead. Well, that's going to be a real pain in the ass. Hold on. We'll change the batteries in the mouse. Change the batteries in the mouse. No mouse in the house. What? I don't know if it's dead or not. It's flashing. Let's see. Yeah. Well, Dave Schrader, no. I had people object his even talking about drugs. This is not a drug video cast. You want to watch somebody smoking a bong, go somewhere else. I don't like him chewing tobacco in front of me. It's gross. So he does it to keep. He says it helps him with his nerves because he's got attention deficit disorder. So no, my hands. I took 3 ibuprofen or generic ibuprofen last night. They didn't hurt as much. I've got to go out and get food. I've got to get rid of. I got a whole bunch more cans and bottles. I got to take that out tomorrow. I will probably wind up going to the hospital on Wednesday. The caregiver comes here Thursday. So, what do you think I've got, people? I don't have a lot of AAAs, but this is all I buy. Rayovac. See? Double A's. Got about 20 of them. I need more AAAs. He does vape. No, I'm not. Okay. No more drug talk. Enough. I've told you no. That's enough. This is not the drug talk channel. I had some Sunbeam batteries. Only I had a flashlight I put batteries in. I want to put them in this when I get a chance. And try the iPhone, even though the screen is broken, and to see if the speaker will play on this. But I can't play that live because it's all pre-recorded, copyrighted music. All right. Mr. Farnsworth, you're out of here. I told you, no more drug talk. I mean it. You're going to be a troll, troll somewhere else. You're going to be a drug troll, troll somewhere else. Not losing my temper. I'm just saying, I'm not going to put up with it. No, he's not my son. That's another comment we're not going to allow. I get that every broadcast. He's not my son. He's a friend. He helps me out. He does videos with me. We are friends. So don't start trolling about Abram either. I like the guy very much. That's all. Never had a child. Never going to have a child. Neither is Kathy. She's been neutered. No, he's not my best friend. He's a friend. My best friend is someone else who's not even on. He doesn't do anything online except read emails. I've known the man for 50 years. My second oldest friend died. I knew him for 40. I only had one of my friends here in the building is in the hospital, and another one, he's not talking to anybody. He stopped smoking. He became a complete hermit. Stays in his apartment now 24 hours a day. No, I'm not. I'm going to ignore them to the point where I'm not going to lose my temper. But if they start posting drug, I'm going to delete it. So there's a difference. I'm going to ignore them by getting angry. Raise my voice a little bit. Say, knock it off. You're not going to knock it off. You're out of here. No, I don't play console games. I wish people would stop asking me to play console games. I don't have a console. So, I'm doomed now. I'm 6-week tenur's best friend. Hello, Satan. Ow, 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 ow. Gotta stop squeezing my hand. I don't want to do that. Probably to alleviate the pain. Abram is a good person. And and I'm going to remove that comment from Snap T because I really don't want people get. I've never seen Grand Theft Auto movies. I've never played the games. Look, the last console I had was a Nintendo 64 or a Sega Genesis. And in the closet somewhere in Kathy's stuff is the power thing for it. I have an Atari 5200. I have nothing new. I wouldn't know what to do. I tried Zelda years ago when it first came out. It was terrible at it. I tried Donkey Kong and I tried Super Mario Kart. It was terrible at it. I don't play those games. I'm no good at them. Billy Joe Mulgravey is a troll. Let me read you what he said. It's in the description here. Oh yeah, and something else. Bill Jones sent me an email. Oh God, just a minute. It's time to blow my nose again. That's what I was doing all night last. Excuse me. He said, no, that's not it. He asked Tracy Smith, are you a Sewergab troll? I think so. George says you are. And then, 6 week, not 6 week, Billy sent me this long email about, I offered a sizable donation if you were to participate in the call-up show set up by you and Curtis. That never happened. Well, he's absolutely wrong. We did 2 call-in shows. And the evil chefess came in and tried to disrupt the show. So we did call-in shows. He's wrong. And then he published my private email on Sewergab. And, you know, there are people that I send emails to, and they feel compelled, because secretly they're really haters, to publish everything on Sewergab. And Sheffis is a huge troll on Belgab. Now, hold on. No, I'm not excited about Solo. The guy looks creepy. The guy looks like some wino with a beard or something. I don't like the way he looks. Okay. Did I, no, I didn't publish that. I thought I did. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Received an email from George informing he and Curtis are planning a call-in show to help. Hold on. Damn it. Goes too far. Just a minute. Hold on. Please stop. Can you please stop posting for a minute? No, it's not a bit excessive. The man has gone on podcasts, libeled and slandered me, and created a whole thing called Martinez Tonight, where he goes on for 4 and 5 hours. So don't give me this stuff. It's excessive. No, if you slander someone's reputation and malign them and libel and slander their reputation, you go after their family members, that is an evil act. It's not a good act. Now, hold on. They've even attacked my poor cats. All right, just a minute. Let me find this. A call-in show designed to make him money. That's a Sewergab standard. It's designed, I said these things are designed to make me money, and they use that as a base canard against me. As if it's a crime for me to try to make extra money, to supplement my income, to buy equipment, to go to paranormal conventions. I constantly get people asking me when they see my videos, what do you talk about? I said, the paranormal, politics, whatever interests me. My friends, cats, Macintoshes, computers. Earlier, I had proposed a call-in show where you could pledge a certain amount of money for a certain amount of time to talk to the man, chit-chat, air grievances. I'd like to know what grievances. Mostly, it's the other way around. I'm the one with the grievances. What have you, I suggested a pussy clause. This is the kind of comment this guy makes about me. If George drops a call for an alerted time, he doesn't get the S word. George has a high potentiality to bitch out when the heat is on. Well, I don't bitch out. If I were to bitch out, or whatever that hell that means, I wouldn't be doing these videos. So that's his puffy. I don't have a puffy. Fluffy. Don't have a Dracula pumpkin. I have a Dracula kitty. And no, not the Night Stalker. I know who Richard Ramirez is, so, you know, so there is no, don't want to talk about the Night Stalker. Thank you, 6 Week. That's exactly right. Trolled for years by haters, liars, trolls, and fools. Attacked. They've also attacked 6 Week. Open Lines, Jeremy, Justin, Area 51 Drone, Barb Killer, Curtis Thornton, Steve Warner, anybody associated with me that's friendly. They've gone after Amber McGarvey, the sweetheart, even if she hadn't sent me money. You know, anybody else, another thing, anyone else it's your birthday, I'm sending you $20. Or I'm sending you cat food coupons. They attack these people, they don't know anything about them. Oh, you're sending them money. They're obsessed with the idea of my getting money. They think it's a thought crime. If it were up to them, if someone sent me $20, I'd be in jail for life. This is the kind of low-life scumbag people these people are. They're also I can't use a word. Bat guano crazy. There. No, it's not Buffy. It's not Puffy. It's Fluffy. Shamwell, get with the program here. Listen, fluffy, fuzzy little girl. That's my 3 cats. And I feed Tiny One, Talkie, Pretty One, Original Pretty One, Orangey, Gray, Mama Cat, Papa Cat, and Kitten. And unfortunately, the bully cat, Kitten got bit on her tail. It's healing. Somebody bit Fluffy on his tail, and it took about a month and a half to heal. So there is no Buffy the cat. I wouldn't name a cat Buffy. It would remind me of a buffer. You You smooth down floors with it. It'd be a weird thing to call Buffy. No, not going to do Buffy. No Chalky either. So, stop doing this. Alright, I have to look that up, and the Safari sucks. Well, I missed my other iPad because I can look up news stories at the same time. Next year, that'll happen. I don't know what a garment... I know what a garment steamer is, but I've never heard it called a Buffy. I'm talking about a floor buffer. I don't know where Talkie is. He was in the bedroom last night, meowing like crazy. I went up to him, I petted him, I talked to him. I said, I will take you to Tiny One today. I haven't seen him all day. I don't know where he is. He's hiding. That's the problem with Talkie and Tiny. When they were inside, they hide. And cats find unique places to hide. Now, I told him, I tried to pick him up last night. He wiggled on my arms and twisted like cats will do. They can turn their whole bodies in the most curious way. It's like a 180. And he got on the floor and growled and hissed me for about 3 or 4 minutes. So I left him alone. I put I put water and dry food down for him. He was, hello. Oh, he was shy to come out and eat the wet food. I gave him a can of Fancy Feast. He ate the whole can. There was nothing left of it. The dish was clean. He likes wet cat food very much. I love Tiny One. I love Talkie. I love kitties, period. I love all cats. All right. Hold on. Bear with me. I'm trying to look this up and squint at the screen. The Safari on this MacBook is slower than a snail. It's really bad. I don't know. I did not get contacts. I had cataract surgery, and the problem is they screwed up the left eye. When you have cataract surgery, they remove the lens in your eye, and they put an artificial lens in. I have an artificial lens in this eye, one in this eye. But this eye, I can't read small print well. They did something wrong. And on the 18th, I go to my eye doctor, and the first thing I asked her is, why did you switch surgeons? Because this eye works great, this eye doesn't. This eye has 2 cysts in it. I can see everything in my apartment. I can't read a book without very bright light. I can barely see the screen, and I keep seeing double. I'm really angry. I'm going to probably have to sue them. So, I know pinch me. There is no Internet Explorer for the Mac anymore. It's long. They eliminated that version 6. And I do Opera, but it's not on this MacBook. It is on my iPad. Alright, let's see. That was an earthquake, not a... And that was in March. Wait a minute, hold on. That was in May of 2013, February. I just looked down here. I see no current news for Nellis Air Force Base from the explosion. An earthquake in March, 1.6 something explosion. So if there was an explosion today, I don't see it. Well, I just typed Nellis Air Force Base explosion. Remember, I used to live in Las Vegas. All right. No, that was bomb threat, but that was Friday morning. And it shut down the base. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. 22 miles northeast of Nellis. Oh, and that's from Godlike Productions. No, that's not it either. So I can't find anything on this. I don't know where you're getting it from. If there were an explosion near Nellis, remember Nellis covers hundreds of square miles. Could be some guy setting off dynamite or M80s out in the desert. Who knows? That's one of the problems. If you, oh, damn it, just lost the stream. If you have news like that, send me an email, then I'll go look at it. But don't tell me this is happening when I can't find it, particularly with the antiquated equipment I'm using. I just lost the, you have to bear with me, I just lost the stream picture. There we go. But I don't understand, to get back to this, why these people hate me so much. I will never understand it intellectually. I've done nothing to them other than attack them when they've gone after me or my beloved girlfriend. So it's, you know. I get free samples. I've done videos of Pinch Me. Pinch Me, though, is weird because they said I don't meet their demographics. I get when you get too old, you can't get free samples. They want young people to get their free samples. And I got free samples from another site. So I'm not agitated. I'm tired of it. Now that's very weird. Before it was white, now it's black. Now hold on. I have to scroll back up and read all this. I'm not going to sell my Atari. Why would I want to sell my Atari? I like my Atari. Okay, now. Check the ceiling. Talkie's on the ceiling. No, he's not. I just worry he's gotten out and we know how to get home. Little tiny one went back to her house. She knew where to go. Okay. That's disgusting. Eaten by wolves, it's not going to happen. Let's see. Yeah, I remember the fighting over the single penny years ago. Art Bell and the penny. I'm not going to sue Tiny and Talkie, Raymond. Knock it off, please. I like French's. I like Gouldens. I like, when I can afford it, Grey Poupon. But I have recipes. One day I will sit down and make my own mustard. You can do it from mustard seed. It's not that hard. Just work. Well, you know, I'm looking at Fuzzy right here. Fuzzy is not hiding. I just fed the downstairs cats, including Fluffy and Little Girl. They weren't hiding. There's no earthquake. You're being silly. But Grey Poupon is about $4 too. I don't care if Heather Wade has a gazillion listeners. If she has trillions of listeners, why do I care about Heather Wade? What does Heather Wade have to do with me? Nothing. And she admitted in a video, I heard it, I talked about it. Her viewership, her listenership, and her subscriptions were plummeting, not going up. So don't believe she had 1 million subscribers. I don't believe that for a minute. No, I wouldn't do a loud scream. I'd probably sit here and go holy something and open the door, run to the screen door so Fuzzy could get out, and run to the door myself so I could get out. I don't like earthquakes. That's why I'm moving to Nevada. I like Art Bell. She's not carrying on his legacy. She couldn't carry a wet sack with a bottle of booze in it. She's terrible. And she's also a mean-spirited person at heart. Treated me and George Norrie terribly. We went on the Gabcast. So don't talk wonderfulness about Heather Wade. I don't want to hear it. I doubt she has 1 million. Dexter, you're going to get a timeout. You're being annoying. Quit talking about Heather Wade. If Heather Wade got bitten by a vampiric Art Bell, she couldn't get better skills. I had people tell me how terrible she was as a podcast host when she started, and that people said she's still terrible. But I wish she'd quit bringing her up. This is not the Heather Wade discussion channel. All right? I have made food and showed people, so you're behind. And right now I don't have anything to make a sandwich except peanut butter and jelly. There's there's a little bit of mustard, there's a jar of mayonnaise, but nothing to put on it. I'm trying to lay off bread. I don't eat that because I'm hungry. I don't listen to her. Well, there's the question there. You have the original Lois Lane in the serials, Phyllis Coates. Then you had, and she left The Adventures of Superman after a year, and then you have Noelle Neill. Now, Phyllis Coates is the much more hard-bitten Lois Lane than Noelle Neill's version of Lois Lane, who could be silly, and they were constantly being rescued by Superman. And I, frankly, this is not saying against her as a person or an actress, but I didn't care for Margot Kidder's version of Lois Lane. It was like, why would Superman be in love with this ditzy woman who is a space case? So it bothered me. I love the movies. I love Christopher Reeve as Superman, but I couldn't stand Lois Lane. So I just detached myself and watched the movie as a whole. And I just didn't like her as Lois Lane. So, how could it be after your time? Those movies have been on television for years. The original Superman came out, 1975? Adventures Superman, 1950. The Columbia serials, 1948, with Kirk Allen. I guess if they're all, but there's also been Smallville and Supergirl, which has Superman on it, and other things and The Adventures of Superboy, 2 different incarnations of that. They've been out there for years, and a lot of animated stuff. Okay, that's it. Have you talked to John Titor yet? No, I don't think. I don't want Superman to be a gray. Then he'd be probing everybody. And I don't know who Art Myers is. So I know Billy Meyer, but I think Billy Meyer's a fraud. So, well, the Nordic aliens, supposedly the friendly aliens. Okay, they blend in from humanity. Big deal. Doesn't bother me any. long as they're not hostile and have malevolent intent. From what I just read, the History of Abduction, Nick Pope, I haven't finished the book yet, mostly because I couldn't see where I put it. And he went through the whole abduction phenomenon. In the 50s, these people all showed up warning us about atomic war and polluting our planet. So they were benevolent. The Greys are the hostile ones. The reptilians are the hostile ones. And there's some overlord type of aliens that are hostile to humans. But with 84 different type of aliens, it's choose your pick, you know. Well, first of all, my mother had blonde hair and I had blonde hair. While I have issues with my mother, I don't have any problem to trusting blondes. You're very strange. Shamwell. I listen to Fox, I listen to Rush Limbaugh. I do not trust CNN, I do not trust PBS, I do not trust NPR because they've done nothing but fake news. But I look at Fox every day for what's going on, like the First Lady had kidney surgery today, and may she have a full recovery. She had a benign cyst removed from her kidneys. So do not listen to ABC, NBC, CBS, because they're all pro-leftist. No, I don't trust Ratty Patty. What is this, the Trust Hour? You trust this one, you trust that. Sheesh. And I watch their stuff. I go to Breitbart. I get about 10 different conservative websites send me their newsletters, and I look at their stuff and I say, that's interesting, and then I make up my own mind. No, it would never be on NPR. It's a leftist news network funded by the government. You crazy? See me snapping after 5 minutes and start chasing them down when I put a stake in their hearts. They're leftist trolls. They're all trolls. Well, CBS, remember, they had Dan Rather making up stuff about George W. Bush, his service in the Texas National Guard. He saw the frequency, and you had Walter Cronkite lying about the Tet Offensive in Vietnam, that we lost the Vietnam War when we didn't. We destroyed the Viet Cong. CBS has been lying for years. If you trust CBS, then you're a fool. First of all, Nordics are not Nazi aliens. So, Shamwell, I think it's time for you to get a timeout. Okay? You're getting really, really rather annoying with your very strange commentary. So, time for you to just stop disrupting the thread here. And, if you've got something constructive to say, say it. If you don't, then you need to leave. I didn't send you one, and Cutie, I don't know where your email is. I wanted to see if I sent it only to a few select people that I knew weren't trolls, if they would know I was on. Because I was very, very angry about Billy Mulgravey. So I didn't send it to everybody. I wanted to see an experiment if people would know I was here. I'm trying to determine who is leaking my stuff to Sewergab. So, and some have said that Thunderbird is a Sewergab troll. He says he isn't. Cutie, I don't. That's another thing. There are people who've never heard of Belgab, and yet the people like Billy go, oh, most of your viewers are from Belgab. Well, there was a time where 25 to 40% of my viewers were not from Belgab. 80% of my viewers are from North America. The other 20 are from across the world. So, Um, well, Dexter, this channel has a tradition of not wanting to talk about Heather Wade. And you keep talking about Heather Wade. That's why you get a timeout. You don't bring up Heather Wade in here. I'm tired of hearing about Heather Wade. You want to not donate, that's your prerogative. Don't keep bringing up Heather Wade. It's annoying. Okay? She's not a nice person personally. She's a terrible podcaster. And I don't give a rat's ass how many subscribers she had and how many listeners it has. It has nothing to do with me. Okay? And when she was on Belgab and the Gabcast, she's a major troll and the B word. Okay? She disrespected George Noory, and she had no respect for me as a person, much less as a guest. When you're a guest in a podcast, you should respect the guest, and she doesn't. So, you want to be a fan of Heather Wade, be a fan of Heather Wade all you want, but don't bring her up in here. That's all. If you don't like that, well, so be it. All right. Boom. Well, Heather Wade is one of the... No, I do not trust Billy Joe Mulgravey. He sent me this long email about his wife and his kid and someone needing surgery, and in the future he would donate, but he's promised this before, and it's all BS. He's not going to donate anything to me. But he's real fast in sending my private email to Belgab and bitching. I just read it, so I wouldn't trust this guy as far as I can throw him. Thank you, cutie. I think I could. Hello, El Churro. I love My Favorite Martian. I don't know what I'm going to do when I'm done with all the episodes. So, hello, Christopher. But, you know, the people start bringing up... I brought him back, and then he lied about donating to me when SnapT or someone else said that I had to go to Belgab and write White Crow, or White Tro as I call him, an email, and then he would donate to me to Alien Con. Then he said, I never said that. And I know it's total BS. So, you know, I'm not here to listen to read comments to Heather Wade all night. It disrupts my thinking. I don't like the woman. I don't listen to her podcast, and I don't care if she's on or off the air. Happy Kitty, I hadn't gotten that far down yet. I'm looking at my screen. So, hello, Happy Kitty. And I thank you for your very nice comment. So, yeah, I'm not saying you are a troll. I say I've gotten emails saying that people think you're a troll, which is a different thing entirely. We discussed this. It's basically, you know, it's here somewhere. I wore it today. Be paranoid, don't trust anybody. And with a few exceptions, I don't trust anybody online. Now, Cutie, I trust. Lisa, Lucky Farrells, Heather Mulgravey, Aaron, Justin, Jeremy, Abram. I have issues with 6 week. I have definite issues with Drone. I don't trust Drone at all. Barb Tiller. I trust Curtis Thornton and I trust Steve Warner. That's it. But there are many people online I interact with that are never on my video cast, that are not from Belgab, that watch my videos and comment to me and like my videos and like what I do. I had very nice comments about my, you know, I was feeling really like crap this morning, and I put the video about Margot Kidder literally 1 second after the news came to me. I put it on the air so people would know she had died because people liked her. I don't have any issue with her as a person or an actress. Just didn't care for her as Lois Lane. And people thank me for that. Heather Wade got on the Gabcast when I was a guest, and I got sandbagged to go in there too, and it was all troll attacks, and MB wouldn't stop it. I went on there twice, and then when George Norrie was a guest one night, she kept saying, "There are no such things as coincidences, George. There are no such things as coincidences, George. There are no such things as coincidences, George," in the background, and they were laughing at George Norrie, and there was a guy in there, I can't remember his name, he kept laughing at me and disrupting the flow of the podcast. And yet MV wanted me to come back, and I said, no, I'm not going to do it until you control the trolls. And he said I got more people listening to me, 900 people, more than anyone ever except for Art Bell. So I'm a known commodity out there, and that's what's so frustrating to me. If I had the right equipment, I'd probably have a real radio show right now. Not a podcast. I'd be doing a radio show somewhere. And I am working to do pay-per-view video within the next 90 days. So, or at least by the end of the year. You'll have to pay to watch me. If you can't afford $5, well, so be it. I'm going to get my internet bill paid and get my equipment paid for. And that will be on a pay-per-view channel. I'm doing this. This is work every night. I do this. I sit here for hours. You listen to me. But you're listening to me for free, and I'm not getting... it's nice to talk to all of you, but I'm not getting anything out of it financially. And I start needing... Everybody needs money. So... No, I have not. I've had too much personal, too much pain, too much things going on. Like I got dishes I got to do. I got stuff I got to throw away. I haven't even done laundry. And last night when I'm feeling so bad, I didn't even watch My Favorite Martian. I woke up gasping for air about 4 in the morning. Now there's an earthquake, a 1.2 east of Oakland. And if there's a subscription a month, I'll make it $10 a month. If you can't afford $10 a month, well, you'll have to go watch somebody else. A link to what, El Charo? I've set up this thing, but their application is not. Their application is not updated for OS 11, or I'd be doing live paid videos now. This would be a paid video. There's my email. You want to send me an email, and it's at the top of the header for the channel. You can send me an email. I do care about people in here. But what bothers me, with 1,100 and some subscribers, I get very little financial support. While yet other people on other YouTube channels get hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, and even millions of dollars. I've been doing this for 7 years. Don't you think my subscribers should start supporting my efforts? I think so. If you don't, then, you're just here to watch me for free. And that's fine, but it bugs the living hell out of me. I got to go to a major convention, and I don't have the money. And even if I had the money, the next convention costs me a lot of money too. And you all, the people out there, say, oh, we want you to film live at Alien Con. We want you to buy green screens with stands. They're not expensive. Well, I looked at one. I've got it on my Amazon wish list. It's $29.95. I don't got $29.95 to buy it right now. But is anybody out there saying, let's send George a green screen? It ain't happened. That was suggested on Belgab 2, 3, 4 years ago. Did anybody on Belgab ever send me a green screen? No. Everybody comes up with these ideas, but it's got to come out of my pocket when I can afford it. And that's also aggravating as hell. Don't suggest I buy equipment unless you're going to help out. Because then if I buy a green screen, then I have to buy the chroma key software to go with it, and I don't know if I can use chroma key in this old MacBook. My Mac died. I have to pay $250 to get it fixed, or wait till we get a car, get the other Mac out of Kathy's storage, take her Mac back, go up to her house, talk to AT&T for 2 hours. That's how long it took me last time. Set up the other Mac for her for AT&T, get my Mac back, and use that only for video casting. And it's very cramped in that bedroom. Now, no, I've never watched Timeless. I've never even heard of it. I don't watch a lot of stuff out there. No, I don't need to work. No, I will not get an interview with David Duchovny. It costs $100 just to get a picture with him. He's the last guy they're doing autographs and pictures with on Sunday. He's there for one 50-minute period, and he's gone. He's not going to be doing interviews. Oh, no! Oh, it's terrible. I love Scorpion. It was a great show. Well, maybe I can go to some other network. I thought it was so much fun. But I think what hurt Scorpion is the constant soap opera elements, the two characters with the baby, and the main character fighting with his girlfriend. They went off into tangent, too much soap opera, and they were losing the nerd quality of Scorpion. So, and well, you know, I'm a poor guy in a small apartment. All right, now, I did not see any. Okay. If you discuss Heather Wade, you're blocked. Now, Nova just got blocked. All right? No. Hold on, Shambo. See, you're already. You asked if I'd accept your apology, and I do. Then you come up with, David Duchovny needs to take pictures for free. Hello? These people rely on pictures and autograph money as extra income for the periods where they're not working. They have downtime between shows. And remember, after the X-Files, he did one movie, and California, he ain't been working. And everybody who shows at these events charges for autographs. A lot of them have not worked in science fiction or pictures or what have you for years. And the authors there, they're charging for autographs. At whatever it is in the desert, I don't have a mental block about the first part of the name. They have a meet the authors party, and you have to pay for a full weekend ticket to go to that. And it's a separate charge to meet their authors party and luncheon. Then they have a banquet dinner with Nori and other luminaries. You have to pay for that. Everything is pay. It's all money. Someone has to pay when they have a event at a hotel or a convention center. They have to pay the hotel. The convention organizers have to pay the hotel for the rental of the rooms. They also have to pay for the hotel rooms, the guests, the flights in. Someone like Eric Von Daniken or Giorgio Tsoukalos do not show up for free. They got to pay them. And that's why all this stuff is money driven. That's why it's so expensive to attend these events. So, well, I don't know what he makes. I don't care what he makes. If you have someone like the late Kirk Allen who showed up at comics conventions and signed his name for $25, or Robert Vaughn, more power to them. They may not be working for months, years. Remember, 80% of the Screen Actors Guild doesn't have a job. So I don't know why you're all, oh, they should do it for free. Would you have a major author like a Jacqueline Suzanne or John, what's his name? He does all those law, murder, mystery things. I can't remember his last name. Would you have them give away their books for free when they write a new book? I don't think so. No, I didn't like the X-Files movie. And by the way, I have real trouble seeing. Could you slow down the chat typing a little bit till I read the previous chats? I would appreciate it. No, I'm not in the Screen Extras Guild, and they merged after, and the Screen Extras Guild merged into the Screen Actors Guild. So, and no one's ever asked me for my autograph, so, well, Shamwell, you know, you're really being a twit tonight. The man pays, get charges to get his autographed and pictures taken. I have no issue with that. It doesn't matter what he drives. I don't care if he drives a Volkswagen bus. He's got to be paid for his time. Any actor or actress gets paid for their time when they show up at these events. You're being jealous, and you're being biased, and you're being elitist. So knock it off. You know, and I don't know what he gets paid, and I don't care what he gets paid. I enjoy him as an actor. And if I had the hundred and whatever it costs to get an autograph and a picture, I would pay for it. I don't. You know, to get all these people that I've heard of to get their autographs and pictures, it probably costs about $1,000. I don't have $1,000 lying around. Do you? I think the Midnight in the Desert, done by Keith Rowland, will win out in the end. Not the evil Weather Hade, either Weather Hale. Because, you know, quality wins out, and she did not produce a quality product. I mean. But, you know, Snap T, why do you keep up income figures? Why do you care? Are you jealous that they're making 25 grand and you aren't? I don't get that. You know. Now, I'm not greedy. Let's say, hypothetically, I wrote a book or appeared on a TV show and I got popular. And remember, they have to pay David Duchovny for the appearance, too. He brings in people. Now, I wouldn't be a David Duchovny, I wouldn't be a Giorgio Tsoukalos or an Eric Von Doniken, but I don't believe in gouging people. If you wanted my autograph or a picture, I'd say $25. That would be it. Wouldn't, you know. In 50 minutes, so how many people are you going to get taking a picture of you in less than an hour? You got to stand there and glad hand everybody and smile. And I don't smile very well. No, I don't think I can play that role better than David Duchovny. That's his role. And I'm very, back in my brain, sometimes I get camera shy. I don't know how, sitting here I'm used to this. But if I had to put a sheriff's suit on or a black suit and tie or sit there and try to golf when I know how to golf, stand there and try to golf or try to ride a motorcycle, I couldn't do it. I don't know if I could do some of this stuff if I knew the camera was looking at me. I don't even pay attention to the camera 90% of the time with this. But it's a big difference between getting behind the big Panavision camera or whatever they use now to film movies. I don't know if they use digital or not. I have no idea. Snap T, you're going to get a timeout. I'm really tired of you telling. I think you're jealous of these people, so I'm putting you in a timeout. I've told you to stop it, and you don't stop it. All right? So you just will not stop with this. This guy gets this much money, this guy gets that much money. I don't give a damn. I'm tired of reading it, so stop. It's enough. I'd pay to meet Gillian Anderson or Gates McFadden. I had a horrible crush on Gates McFadden. I'd pay to meet Robert Ricardo because I liked him as the Doctor. Okay? I would have paid if he was alive. I never had the opportunity, and I regret it, to meet Robert Vaughn, the man from Uncle. Because I'm a huge Man from Uncle fan and always will be. Doesn't bother me to pay for these people. I've met Michael Dorn. You had to pay for his autograph. I've met the guy who played Major Don West in Lost in Space. You paid $40 for his autograph book. Billy Mumey was there, Alien Con. Marta Kristen is there at Alien Con. People from Land on Lost. Gary Lockwood was there. They charge for autographs. It's how they make extra money when they're not working. Now, Billy Mumey does rock band. He's a radio show. He's making money. But it's still extra money. And they pay these people to show up where the people show up. So if you don't like it, get over it. Move on to another subject. My caregiver's coming over Thursday. Omen creeped me out. The original Omen scared the hell out of me. Bucket. You know what? I'd have to go back and look at the video. I don't remember what was in the bucket myself. I did a video with something in a bucket. I don't remember it. I have an attention span sometimes of a gnat, but once I do videos. Okay, we're not going to allow character assassination in this channel. So I'm going to remove that comment. Everything I have always heard about Robert Vaughn, he was a very nice fellow and gentlemanly. And so, you know, you can't speak well of the dead, then don't speak about them at all. And I'm a big fan of Robert Vaughn. So I have a caregiver for the purposes of housekeeping and taking me to the store, because there are times when my legs don't work, my back goes out, my hands are definitely hurting, and I need help with. He's going to come here and deep clean this apartment and help get it straightened out, because I can't do everything when my knee goes out, my feet go out, my back goes out, my hand goes out. My sinuses got crazy. So we're going to basically clean as much as we can in here for 18 hours and get everything cleaned as much as we can when I have the money. Now I've lost the chat here. Oh, Firefox is acting funny again. And by the way, I'm getting major buffering here. I don't know why. Yeah, I've lost the chat. I think I've lost Firefox. I have to restart Firefox. God, I hate this. No, it's acting up. Hold on. The chat has disappeared. Wait a minute. I cannot see the chat at all. It's gone. And I don't know why. There it is. Okay. This is very odd. So. The county, I live in a senior building, or was fully senior building. I'm not going to sign autographs, Alien Con. You know, with thousands of people attending, who knows me at Alien Con? That's silly. I'm going to sign autographs. You know, if one of my fans showed up and they wanted an autograph, and I have a pen and a piece of paper, sure. But why the hell would you want my autograph? I'm not famous yet. It's an odd thing to ask. But if you're disabled, which I am, and a senior, which I am, you can get a caregiver from the county, and that's what I'm getting. I don't know why people get all bent out of shape over it. So, and I like Stan Lee. He's been around. He's 92 or something. He's been around forever. So, no, I do not have autographed photos for sale. Yeah, I have a neighbor. She's going to, oh God, what is that thing called? Something in the desert. That's not midnight. No, not conflict. It's something like Conflict in the Desert, but that's an old SSI war game. Confab, I can't remember what it's called. But, and now the chat has disappeared once again. But I think because you guys are scrolling too fast. You guys are typing too much. Hold on. Okay. I think the chat is locked up or something. Hold on. I have to redo Firefox. It won't let me. Yeah, it's not moving. It's Firefox is locked up again. Oh my God. I need desperately new MacBook or a repaired Mac. This sucks. All right, I'm gonna force. Whoa. I'm gonna force quit Firefox and start over. So please do not type a whole bunch of chat stuff while I'm, if it will let me restart. By next year, I'll get all new equipment and won't have this problem happen anymore. What is going on here? By the way, I have earthquake applications on my iPad. They will notify me to the screen of an earthquake. So if there's a major earthquake in California, I'm going to be aware of it, probably before you are. Okay. Whoa. Here's a revelation. Here's 2 revelations. Beware the globster. Horrible 20-foot sea creature covered in shaggy hair washes up on beach. And Polly Perrette claims she left the show over multiple physical assaults. So who is assaulting her? She said tabloid articles tell total lies about me. And there is a machine keeping my silent and feeding false stories about me, a very powerful, rich publicity machine, no morals, no obligation to truth. I'm left here reading the lies, trying to protect my crew, trying to remain calm. He did it. I've been lying. I've been supporting anti-bullying programs forever. Now I know it because it was me. I left. Multiple physical assaults. Stay safe. Nothing is worth your safety. It seems now those who speculated something else has worked when she decided to leave the long-running and fan-beloved show were on to something. So that sounds like me. Attacked all the time, but she's getting physically attacked. I wonder who is physically attacking her. Could it be Mark Harmon, who always hits people in the back of the head, or did for years? I don't know. So, now I gotta restart Firefox. I'm not surprised these shows, there's physical abuse to actresses all the time. It's very sad, and she's a very talented actress. I always think of her being about 20 years old. She's about 50, I think. This thing needs more memory. It needs, I need a newer MacBook. And I've been looking, but it's $400 or $500 for a newer MacBook. First, I buy a new iPad. Then I buy a second iPad. Then I buy a new Mac. Then I buy a new MacBook. And I get the Mac I've got fixed, but I still want to use that Mac for other purposes. Put the hard drive in OS 9 and OS 10 so I can play my older games and get the CD drive replaced. Now, I'm going to get up and see if any kiddies want to come in. And look, he won't even play the music. It's just give me the spinning wheel of death. Which means the computer may be screwing up. I'm going to close out Safari. Well, I'm going to restart the computer. This thing is really screwing up. All right, I will be right back. I want to see if I can see Talkie too. So, so what happens with 9-year-old machines? They start getting kludgy because they're really too old to be on the internet. They work, but only after a fashion. Did that 3 times to get it to reset, not 4. 3 times to get it to reset before it reset. Oh. Yes, someone's at the door. Somebody wants in. Some kitty wants in. Let's see what kitty it is. Mystery kitty overnight. Mystery kitty is. Mystery kitty. By the way, I probably have about $20 worth of cans and bottles to take in tomorrow, so I can get kitty food. If I can carry them all. Apparently one bag has a lot of glass in it. Okay. I have found Talkie. He is back in his bookcase shelf. But he was hiding all day. I don't know where he was hiding, but he's now sitting on the bottom of the bookcase. Briefly hissed at me. I put my hand down. I petted him. Patted his tail. I said, "Don't hiss at me, little Talkie. I love you." But I said, "It's hard to bring you back to Tiny One if I can't find you. You have to show up for me to take you back to your Tiny One." And he realized, I said, "I love you very much, little Talkie. And he's very cute and sweet, and I love him very much, but he's being a silly baby. He keeps hiding during the day, and then when it gets dark, that's when he feels it's safe." And I have a light on in the bedroom all night to reassure him, and so that I don't kill myself tripping over something in the dark. So that's what it is. Alright, back to Firefox. No kitty at the door. I thought there was a kitty at the door. So Fuzzy's here and Talkie is here. And there are tests on how fast the thing will boot up and all that, but I don't know how fast this thing boots up. And now Safari's back. So, and there's iTunes going back, and it's bouncing back and forth like crazy. And every time you shut down the MacBook, the iTunes library loads itself up. Safari loads itself up. And, Firefox and this thing, when I'm doing live streaming, it's very slow because it's taking all the power to send out the live stream. So it takes forever to load up, and I have to keep constantly force quitting Firefox and redoing it. And there's a stupid virus program. Intego. So after I get all my stuff out of the pawn shop, they have some MacBooks at the pawn shop. If I could get a 2015 and pay it on layaway, I'd be happy. I can't. A new Mac is around 18. Not Power Mac. Mac Pro is about $1,800. I don't know what a new PowerBook would run, but I need a newer computer. Now I'm clicking on Firefox and nothing's happening. iTunes is still loading the library. So I'm going to go back up and see if... This is why losing my Mac was horrible, because the Mac was kludgy too, but it was far superior to this MacBook. So I can't... Alright, there's the iTunes. And by the way, I've been I removed a whole bunch of Jimmy Church, shoveled them off out of my iTunes library. I'm removing a bunch of podcasts, coast to coast, that aren't Art Bell, so that I have room in the hard disk. That also slows down the operation of the computer. So I've been doing those gradually. Alright, now. Still no Firefox, so I cannot see the channel. Maybe I can go to YouTube and Safari. This is another reason why I need donations. If I can buy other equipment, start making some money, I can buy new computers and new stuff. Not that the people who watch my channel care, because they don't want everything for free. Not everybody, but I'd say 90% would never donate to me. Or buy me equipment, like a green screen. Or I have an extra MacBook, or I have a 2015 Mac I can send you, George. Don't get none of that, just complaints. Or any of that. Now, finally, Firefox is loading. It must have taken 2 or 3 or 4 minutes to load. It does this every live stream. It crashes and I have to restart the damn computer. Hold on. And now in Safari, I'm trying to load YouTube, and that's taking forever. Alright, Firefox is finally coming up. It must have taken 5 minutes. After I get everything on the pawn shop, and after I help Kathy get a car, and after I start saving up for my own vehicle so I can go to paranormal events in comfort and not have to take a train and a bus, then I start buying myself new computers. Alright, let's see if this beast will send me to YouTube. See, here's two guys, BuzzFeed Blue, $17 pet versus $100,000 pet. They've got 2.9 million views. Somebody talking about Deadpool 2, Fortnite the movie. Never even heard of the official fake trailer. Millions of views. Things I've never heard of. And you know what? They want me to sign in, which is a problem. So I'm not even going to do Safari because I keep changing my password because this thing keeps crashing on me all the time. I have to constantly change my password. Okay, now we go back to YouTube, and hopefully this will work. And if the evil MV weren't so evil and hadn't sent me an infected laptop, he would say, well, you know what, George needs a new Mac. I'll send him a newer Mac. Help him out. Help the guy out. And that's another thing. You think people would, a guy from Belgab, I used to be on Belgab, and they say, hey, this guy's got his videos on Coast to Coast AM, the #1 radio show in the country at night. We should do everything we can to support him. I don't get that. If the situation were reversed and Snap T or Steve Warner or Curtis Thornton or 6 Week Tenure or Cutie Pie or somebody else had a live radio show or where their videos weren't coast to coast, I'd say, hey, I'm sending you $20. I think it's great you're on live. But that's just me, you know. Boy, this thing is not responding at all. It's dead. I gotta reload Firefox again. Okay, at least I can do the music, I think. This sucks. There's times I think someone hacks into my... They're hacking into my computer to crash my my internet software. I don't know what else to think. All right. And I haven't had time to call Sonic to unplug the modem and do the security protocols. I will probably do that next week. So they can't come into my computer system and screw with me. Alright, that loaded almost instantly, so obviously Firefox was having problems. I never liked Firefox, but I like it more than Safari. I don't do Chrome, and I don't know if I can put Opera on here. By the way, without the alien light on, I think I look sinister now. It's getting too dark in here. And I've got the other prop. By the way, my Margot Kidder, very 30-second notice, got 352 views. Okay, now. Just my GoPro. And now my door is locked. It's fine. So, good night. Sorry I couldn't see the chat. Okay, now. I gotta scroll back. A contact in the desert. Thank you, Thunderbird. I knew it was something. I got the other from my way, my Margot Kidder. Alright, now. Well, remember, Chefist or Little Chris said the original Alien Con, he was going to show up at Alien Con, claimed to be there, and claimed he was going to personally show up and, quote, kick my ass, end quote. Well, it never happened. So, if Chefist wants to spend big bucks to go to Alien Con, let him. But if he messes with me, they do have security and policemen there, and I will press charges, and I would love to sue Chefist for every dime he's got if he assaults me. So, okay, now. My iPad is not shaking. No, I'm not going to go to Contact in the desert. I can't afford to go to Alien. God, why would I spend $250 to go to Contact in the desert? Think about it. And out in the middle of the desert with no hotel room. And no food money, and just I'll spend $250 I don't have to go to Contact in the desert. I will go next year. I will have gotten my vehicle, and if I have to, I will duct tape Kathy's hands to the steering wheel. Just kidding. Now the haters will say I'm abusing Kathy by duct tape, and they don't realize when I make a joke. And I'll get Abram, or maybe 6-week tenure, getting his cockamamie license back. Shows up here, and we'll all go to Contact in the desert. And then I can take Kathy to see we can all have a party in Las Vegas. If you can stand Kathy non-stop talking for a couple hundred miles, you'll probably all jump out of the 4x4 and wait for a convenient cliff to jump off, because it drives me nuts when she won't stop talking. I love her, but... Now, tonight she's at Ratty Patty, and I'm sure I'll hear Ratty Patty stories. So, all right. Now, look, stop saying everything is cheap on Amazon. When you have a quarter, all right, hold on. Right now I got about $7 to make and 2 rolls of quarters. I'm not getting a Mac with $20 in quarters. That's laundry money. And if I have to, emergency food money and emergency cat food money. That's why I'm not spending it. Ultimately, if I need to, it buys 36 cans of cat food for the cats. I'm not going to buy Mac with $20 in quarters, so it's cheap on Amazon. I need newer than a 2010 iMac. I need preferably a 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, or 18. That all costs money. So don't go suggesting that I buy something on Amazon that I got to pay out of my pocket. I don't have it. I can't afford to go to Alien Car. Why the hell would I buy a Mac? No, it's not tech support. It's when you stream the buffering, it gets really bad. I've got the maximum DSL. I need to change providers. All right, here's another troll. You out of prison. So there goes this troll. Bye, troll. I would not let him be in my apartment. You don't trust that bastard in my apartment? Let him starve. He has done a lot to make my life a living hell. If he were homeless, well, I drive by my 4x4, wave at him. Hope you find a place to live one day before you freeze to death. Bye. Evil person. No, I don't need to reinstall OS 10. This is a 9-year-old MacBook. It's very slow. My screen door is locked. No one's going to come in here unless they have a screen door cutter. And I do have an implement. I have several implements of defense that I could use in case my home were getting invaded. I'm not worried about it. This is running 10.10.5 Yosemite. It's a 2009 13-inch MacBook with a 2.26 gigahertz Intel Core 2 Duo computer, 4 gigabytes of memory. Now this is not, and graphics, and the NVIDIA GeForce 256 megabyte graphics. This is an old, antiquated computer. I'm only using it because my Mac died. All right? Has nothing to do with the operating system. It has the fact that when you live stream, everything else slows down. No, I won't help someone who has an entire thread of his forum devoted to attacking, slandering, and lying about me. No. So don't say I should help them, I don't like them. Why would I help someone I don't like? That's stupid. Idiotic thing to say. Hold on. Well, if I do that, I gotta get out of here. Hold on a minute. I have 6 weeks being a pest. All right. Now I just shut down Safari. Now I'm going to check email. Oh, I can't check email on Safari because I'm going to have to change the password. No, it can't be that important. Whatever it is can wait. Took me 10 minutes. Some random biker just said a nasty comment. He's gone. You don't talk nasty to me on my channel, troll. No, I'm frustrated at the computer, not at you. These comments, go buy a new computer. Go reinstall the software. I can't reinstall anything. The CD drive in this computer doesn't work. It never worked when I bought it, and I never got back to Belmont to have them replace the CD drive. So until I get a portable CD drive, I can't even install OS, whatever it is. And the Yosemite is an upload. And if I reinstall it, it wipes everything on the computer. I've got certain things in here saved on here, like Skype. I'm not going to start all over. Just have to wait till I get another computer. Or get mine fixed. Hold on. Just got a thing from the network I wanted to be live on. Send him an email about the free app not working. All right, now what is going on here? All right, Thunderbird, I'm not using it as a... Okay, earthquake rattles East Bay. Earthquake alert, because I could not see the earthquake alert. 7/18 Monday. Let me see what happened here. I did not feel it. And my earthquake app on that iPad normally shows up, but I guess during live streaming it doesn't. This was 3.6, centered in Oakland, felt in San Francisco, Tri-Valley, and south to the Santa Cruz Mountains. But I did not feel it, so very strange. Okay. Normally a 3 is not big enough to feel here in Martinez. Now. Okay. All right. And I got a message from Curtis. I'm not going to divulge the Curtis thing. And I'm not mad at you, Thunderbird. That was an experiment. And... all right, and somebody else said, don't trust these people, which I don't. And I have not received any email from 6-week tenure, so I don't know what the hell he's talking about. There is no 6-week tenure email here. So, and I did get an email sent with a new shirt design, and let me see if the evil Billy Joe has sent me anything. And okay, so, and he hasn't. And I got a whole bunch of crap in my email, spam, so, okay. There is no email for 6-week tenure. Now I'm going to go back to the chat. Scorpion canceled. That's one of the things I look forward to every week. There's another annoyance in life. In a perfect world, my shows run for 25 years until I die. No, I'm not going to go to Burning Man. Why would I go to the desert with a bunch of guys dancing around the nude and smoking pot and burning up a straw man that I'll probably choke to death because I'm allergic to grass, and straw is probably related to grass. I'm not going to Burning Man. There are no computers at Goodwill. You're being silly again. I've been to Goodwill many times. I've never seen a computer in Goodwill. At least not the ones here. They got crockery and glasses and chairs and a lot of clothing and way overpriced used books. That's what they got in the Goodwill in Pleasant Hill. That's what they got at Goodwill in Clayton Road. There they used to refurbish mattresses until the bed bug epidemic came. Now they don't sell used mattresses that have been refurbished anymore. Are no computers at Goodwill. No, I did not hear the interview with John Teeter's mother, so. And I can go to the pawn shop in Oakland. They had 2015 Macs, and it would be far superior to a 2010 Mac, but it would cost $1,200. If I'm going to spend that kind of money over the space of a year, I may as well save up and buy a new Mac for $1,800. Well, 6 week, I don't know what to tell you. I got no email from you, and I don't know how they can hijack your phone. I know they can hijack an iPhone, but you've got a crappy Android phone. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry if it happened to you. And so I think Art did go to Burning Man. All right, I'm gonna check the door again. Now we know where Talkie is. I wish he would come out and let me hold him and cuddle him and pet him and kiss him. He's so soft and sweet and pretty and nice. But he doesn't understand. Now my Fuzzy is lying there on the floor. She's sound asleep. She's a happy kitty. She loves to come up to me and headbutt me for petting all day. So I'm breathing. That's the one good thing that happens today. I'm breathing. I'm breathing and I'm not blowing my nose constantly. That's today's progress. I'm not sitting there going like I did at 4 in the morning. Except my voice is going down. Excuse me. But I was literally in bad straits at 4 a.m. This stupid, non-stop, never goes away sinus infection will never go away until I move to the desert. 6-week torture. First of all, I don't have the tools to build right now a PC, an Ubuntu, or whatever the hell you call it. I know how to do it. Second, my hands are hurting. It hurts to type. It hurts to move the mouse. It hurts to move my hands, period. I'm not going to be building computers. I could, but I got to find out what's wrong with my hands first. Second of all, I don't have $200. So please stop saying you bought this for $200 or I can build this out of a kit. I can go to Fry's and get everything to build a PC if I want to do. I don't want to do Windows 10. Mac guy. I can go to Craigslist and look for Mac, but the cheapest ones I've seen are really old. They're 2011 Macs, and I need something newer. A 2011 will barely work my Apple TV. I need something with a lot of memory, with a lot of hard drive space, and if I get a new Mac, it'll have a terabyte hard drive. I'll have a portable hard drive for my photos and videos and other things. And I think you can run the music into iTunes off a portable hard drive, or I'll put 2 SSD drives in there. And I know how to do it. I just wouldn't want to do it. I'd have a shop put the second SSD drive in there. Have 2 1 terabyte drives working in that thing with the maximum amount of memory. Now, if I hit the lotto, I get the the Mac Pro, not the Mac Pro desktop, but the black Mac Pro or whatever, the top of the line, $13,000. I've seen videos on it. Get the best Mac you got out there. Then you wouldn't probably see buffering because there'd be a huge amount. There'd be 16 gigabytes of memory or 32 gigabytes. I don't know. No, I'm not going to. I'm not allergic to cats. I'm allergic to grass. Not the kind you smoke, lawns. 26 different types of grass. They tested me. And they all make my sinuses go crazy, and I got a sinus infection. Well, it's driving me crazy. Look, I only look up, there's another thing. The Mac OS, I don't know about currently, but in the old days, it would only partition up to a certain point. And so I'm familiar with the 1 terabyte. I know they got 2s. I don't go any further than 2s. I've got 2 portable hard drives. I got a very old LaCie portable hard drive. I don't know if it works or not. It may be too damn old. It may not be working. I bought that for $45. I know how I can replace the hard drives in this MacBook, but I had to take it to the shop because they'd have to back everything up, pull the hard drives out, take the CD drive out, put a hard drive in there, get the caddy, put a hard drive in the second one. You can put, I think, 8 gigabytes of memory in this thing. It would run a lot faster, and the hard drive would run faster. But I don't have the money right now. It's about $100 or more for each hard drive, not to mention the memory, and then paying the shop to do it. Everybody has all these wonderful suggestions. I should do this, I should do that, but it's on a priority basis. I don't have the money. My number one priority, if I don't go to AlienCon, is getting Kathy a car, getting all my stuff out of the pawn shop, and then saving up for a second car. Then getting another computer. So please stop it. Well, I don't really, the cats bring, it's not the cats bringing grass pollen. I have the door open. There's a lawn underneath my balcony. Every time I get off the bus, I start coughing up mucus and choking. That's what makes me sick. I'm deathly allergic to grass. And Allegra isn't doing it, and Flonase doesn't work with a damn. It still gets in your eyes, and my sinuses are infected right now, and that drains into my lungs, and that clogs up my alveoli, and it clogs my lungs up. I can't get any air in. Now, I don't know what email I'm supposed to check. There's nothing here. What am I supposed to... I see no email from El Charo. Oh, God. All right, now. I have a suspicion, since they've got it temporarily at one episode, I hope I can watch it before they decide to get rid of it. I have a suspicion CBS will cancel Elementary because they haven't had a new episode in months. That'll be next. Let's see. Okay. All right, he said he claimed to send me an email. There's nothing there, so I don't know where he's sending it. It ain't going to me. I have an air purifier. It cost me $200. I also have some Holmes air purifiers. I have 3 of them, and I need to get new filters, and those are $18 a piece. The air purifier is Honeywell. It's working right next to my bed. The stupid thing is I don't have the vacuum anymore because my Hoover died. I have to have an attachment to get all the dust out of the front. They don't have a removable front. It's the dumbest thing I've seen in an air purifier. You have all these vents, and it just collects a ton of dust, which defeats the purpose of having the air purifier. Very bad design. I would never buy another one. Now, when I get the money in a couple of years, I'll get the Dyson air purifier, just like I would get nothing but Dyson fans and a Dyson vacuum. They're very pricey. All right, they renewed elementary, which means, I guess, well, part of the problem is that they changed Scorpion's time slot, and I think that was the kiss of death for it, too. Every time there's a hit show, the networks decide to move it around for whatever reason, and frequently they wind up killing a hit show, and it was a hit show when it started. So I'm maybe hoping that some other network like Netflix or Hulu could take it and run with it. I just saw the list of producers in that story. There were about 7 of them, including Walter O'Brien himself. So, I don't know what to think, but I'm very sad. But I enjoyed. But they were getting too much soap opera. This one's got the hots for that one. And then they had this Homeland Security guy, and he went to Afghanistan, and he was in love with Paige, and yada, yada, yada. It was too much drama, too much craziness. It ruined the show. I watched it for them coming up with Rube Goldberg things to get out of problems. So, and yes, I know HDs go bad, I can back them up. But where am I going to back them up to? I've turned off my iCloud for now because every month they keep charging me, and I spent eight different phone calls trying to cancel iCloud and start over so I get a due date after the 1st. And I got 8 complete idiots at AppleCare. So when I sit down one day, and if there's room, I have my portable hard drive. I hooked it up to this MacBook, and I will sit down and call AppleCare. How do I back this up to the portable hard drive? So I have a backup folder, and I don't know how to do it. But, just because you say something can be done doesn't mean I have the ability to do it or the knowledge or the money. By the way, let me look at Apple. Even a refurbished computer is expensive. If I had the money, I would buy a refurbished computer. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. That isn't it. Hold on. No. Here we go. Refurbished and clearance. All right. Refurbished Mac. A MacBook Pro refurbished, $1,529. That's a 13-inch. A 15-inch is $2,039. I could go Mac Mini, and they go up to $759. MacBook Air is $849. $1,019. And I'm going through the Macs here. They have a 21.5-inch 2015 Mac for $1059. I can get it cheaper used. And here's a 21.5-inch 3.4 gigahertz quad with a 1 terabyte Fusion drive with Retina 4K display for $1269. And a bunch of MacBooks going up to $1,350, $1,489, $1,529, and the newer, more expensive, the newer it is. Gee, they have one here with less hard drive, but yet you pay more, so go figure that one out. Here's a 27-inch 2015 for $1699. And all right, here is a refurbished Mac Pro from 2013 for $2719. But, you know, if I'm going to spend that money, if I want to get another Mac, by the way, I want to get a 27-inch because I have vision issues. A 2017, let's go top of the line refurbished here. All right. 2017, 3 terabyte Fusion drive, 32 gig of memory, FaceTime camera, 8 gigabyte of video memory, $2,719. At $200 a month, it would take me 27 months. At $400 a month, it would take me 13 months. At $500 a month, it would probably take me 10 months, unless I get a lot of income. So that's how long it takes me to save up for a new computer, and this is why I tell you people, stop suggesting I go out and buy this computer or that computer. I need something around a 2015 or higher. Not a 2012, not a 2011, not a 2013 or 14. I need something approaching newness. Newer computer won't buffer so much either. Now, let's look at the new Mac. A new Mac Pro. Not the Mac Pro, it looks like an air purifier. A new Mac Pro, buy. Click on the buy. All right, $4,990 with only a terabyte hard drive in it. 27-inch Retina display, 4 Thunderbolt ports, 3.2 gigahertz 8-core Intel Xeon processor, Turbo Boost 4.2 gigahertz, 32 gigabytes of memory, configurable up to 128 gigabytes, which means you can allot it for the memory. So it's $5,000. So that's the new Mac Pro. All right, back to the channel. Even if I had the income to put away $500 a month, it would still take 10 months to buy something like that, not counting the memory. Now, if I ever get a paid channel, then maybe I can do it. But until then, that ain't going to happen now. Yes, the listeners have money to spend on themselves, but to help me out, no, we will not spend the money to help the George out. Okay, so I've got the source for sale on eBay. If that sells, that will pay for most of the round trip ticket. If I get the round trip ticket money, I go to AlienCon. I just don't know what I'm doing, but sleeping for 2 days. Probably sleep on the train and sleep back and stay up and go find a corner to hide in. And be very smelly on the way back with no shower. But maybe I can meet someone who take pity on me. I got nowhere to stay and I crash on your floor. Since I don't see anybody handing me $209 for a hotel room. If I pay my credit cards down enough, I don't even think I can save up $209 next month. If it were August, I could do it. If it were later in the year, I could do it, but not now. So, and I'm not going to get a $200 Mac. That $200 means old. Well, I think that's it for tonight. I'm not getting a lot of commentary in chat other than people suggesting I buy equipment that I can't afford. And and people saying they're sending me emails that I'm not getting, which is annoying. And the last few chats have gotten no donations. So I'm sure the Sewergabbers are doing their best to sabotage me. Now, what is this now? Okay, well, I'll keep my comment to myself. Alright, Chris Sposa. Well, I don't watch ABC, I don't watch NBC, I don't watch CBS. And I could have told you they were going to cancel Last Man on Earth. That was terrible. And I said Valor was going to be canceled. And I don't watch anything on the other networks other than CW and CBS. Alright, let's see. What do I watch? Elementary, Hawaii Five-0, all the NCISs. That's it. And I don't watch anything on Fox. And I watch Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl. That's all I watch on the CW. So thank you for that, though. And, and I'm not sure who Hayuna is. That person sent me an email, so. But this is not the way to go for AlienCon, since, I'll be honest with you, I got cheap subscribers that don't want to support me. And, someone said, don't you like us? It's not a matter of liking, it's a matter of I need assistance to go to a convention. And you guys aren't donating anything. So, the live video casting network just sent me an email. I said, fix your free app. They give you a 2-week trial, and I will go on there and see if I can get paid videos. And Abram is going to do Patreon paid. We're going to be doing probably both Patreon paid. You want to pay to watch me. That's the wave of the future. So, alright, bye Queenie. I don't know who Queenie Denise is. I'm a little confused, so. I have to see if my finances are after the first of the month. If I have the $140 train ticket money, I'll go to AlienCon. I'll go there and have nowhere to sleep. That's the problem. I'm never doing that again. Kathy thinks I'm nuts for going. But I've already paid for autograph sections with Linda Moulton Howe and Nick Pope and Giorgio Tsoukalos, so, or photograph sections, I forget. So, alright, that's it. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great night. Stay warm, dry, cool, or wet, whatever it's going to be, and stay safe out there, and have a good evening. So, bye-bye. I'm done. And time to take a break for a couple days on doing this. I need to go to the hospital. I need to go get food. I need to go get cat food money. And, caregiver comes here Thursday, and so I think I will take the time to concentrate on my life and not doing live videos for people that won't donate. Bye-bye for now.